Baby, can you not do that? That'd be cool of you. Hello, I'm Kostego, and we're here with another art video. And I got some lovely comments from people on my last pencil case video, and that's giving me inspiration for making another one. And like I said in response to these lovely individuals, that I'm not committed to learning how to line something right now, but the plastic canvas idea, I got a ton of plastic canvas. I love plastic canvas. I think it's a very great medium. So I have this nice long piece of plastic canvas, and we're gonna try another like crocheted pencil case, but with a plastic canvas lining to make it more sturdy. Let's get into it. Okay, conveniently this piece is already 9 inches long. So what we're gonna do is cut it so we can attach the zipper and kind of do it in that same fashion, because I like how you can sit that one up. So we're gonna do a 2-inch top and the rest of it on the bottom. So we should give it a little extra room, but I'll probably end up cutting off some of that just so it can be... Well, I don't know actually. How much of a hinge do I want? Because that's a pretty decent hinge. I might just keep it that way. I mean, bigger, you never know. Now that debates the question. I wonder, should I do the sides with the CDs like I did last time? So how big is a CD compared to this? There's gonna be some pretty big overlap, so I guess I have some chipboard. That would probably work. Yeah, I could put some chipboard in there. From when I did bookbinding, which I would love to get back to one of these days, make my own sketchbook. But, yeah, I'll make some chipboard. Okay, to do this liner, we're just gonna do a simple, just red and black stripes, because we're gonna make this one red and black to go with my walls and such. I definitely regret using this stitch. This is a lot of area to cover. I started sewing it long ways instead of doing it sideways because it definitely looks better. So, live and learn. Momo, please don't move my camera. Come say hi to the people. Hello. Definitely doing it long ways looks better. It's like that's where I kind of figured it out. But it's the lining, so not a big deal. But next time I know. Okay, this took like 3 days of work, and yeah, definitely should have chose a different stitch, but I digress. Since it's going to be a liner, we're gonna connect them together like this and cover up the edges. Okay, so let's get that done. Okay, that took way longer than it ever should have, but it's done. So we got the liner done. Now to start the crocheting. We'll start with the around the outside of this, which I just want to do in more black and red stripes. Probably just single crochet, try to keep it real nice and tight and neat. Since I bothered to do the single stitches with the liner, I think that'll match nice. Okay, I made another one that was 28 stitches because this one was a little bit too long. When you stretch it a little bit, it kind of has like that perfect tautness. So 28 stitches for the size that I'm doing. So we're gonna make this long and wrap it up around this. And I realized I have to do the top too, so woo. So I'll get that done, get back to you. Okay, I got this giant millipede done. I used to hate making stuff with a ton of strings because it was just so frustrating. I didn't have the patience to tuck it all. Now it's kind of therapeutic. But yeah, we have this giant piece, which I'm going to attach to the outside of my liner for the top. And I guess we'll start sewing it. Millipede from hell. Okay, so I'll sew these together and then onto the corners. Okay, I think I figured out my methodology. I sewed the edges of one side, then I sewed them together, and then I sewed the other side. And I'm going to tuck all of these red strings inside and wrap these around the edge so it still has that black edge that I wanted originally. So yeah. That's going to take 10 years. And then I got to do it again for the bigger piece whenever I get that finished crocheting. So, woo, let's get into it. And I made it a little short so I can kind of stretch it so it doesn't have a bunch of waves to it. So that's why it's like a smidge, maybe half an inch, 3/4 of an inch shorter than the plastic canvas. So it will stretch properly. This is taking forever and driving me insane. So, I think we're on day 7. 7 or 8, somewhere around there, of just straight up sewing. Constantly listening to podcasts, so hopefully we'll be able to get it done in a day or 2. It's looking real neat. I like it a lot. Right there will be the spine, obviously. But it looks cool. Don't you think so, Enzo? What do you think, Enzi? That's a brain full of I don't know. But I keep a bin of my scraps, and obviously the rainbow's from a different project. But yeah, and that's not even the other half. Or the other section that's also going to have like 200 threads. So gonna have a lot of extra cabbagey stuff at the end of this project. But let's get into the next part. Okay, I was smart enough this time to already tuck in the red strings, so hopefully stretching this around here will work. Knowing my luck, it won't. Okay, this is the back side. Had to double check. So let's pin it to... Oh, that was already the spot. Yeah, I definitely recommend gloves to anybody who uses their hands all the time for stuff like this, because it really wears you out. Okay. And then, ooh, that's a pretty long way to stretch compared to the one thing. Hopefully it's good with a lot more stitches. Ooh, that's a long way to stretch too, but hopefully we can do it. Okay, it should work. It's the same as the other one. So I will sew that together. Oh my god, that was so horrible on my hands, but we got the base done. It's definitely not perfect. Yeah, in the future, definitely make it like an inch less than your plastic canvas thing, because that was so tough towards the end. So they're not perfectly straight, but, you know, live and learn. Okay, so the next part would be. The next part is to cover these guys and sew them on here. So we got our nice little base going. So let's figure out how to make this long rectangle. Okay, I've been trying to work on the panels, and my original plan didn't go too well because I did increases at 4 spots and kind of kept them together, and it's just looking not very organic. So I devised a plan what to do on the corners now, so let me try that and see how it looks. Okay, update. I've been driving myself insane all day because this was my first attempt. The corners were horrible. So then we got this. Looks more rounded, but made it a little bit too long. And now we have this, which is not perfect, but better than the other two. So I'm gonna make another one in red and 2 in black. And that has been what I've been doing all day on this lovely, what is it? Saturday going into Sunday, because it's 4 in the morning, so it's Sunday. My entire Saturday. Designing and making these things. This is insane. How much work I'm putting into this. I figured it would be done in like less than a week. I started this 10 days ago? Well, let's get further into it. Okay, and just like that, we have 4 panels. And now I need to make some decisions. Because obviously, this is what our base looks like. So, do I want black or red on the outside? Honestly, probably black. It's probably going to show a peak of red through anyway, and I think that'll look kind of cool like that. So I guess I'll sew these together with the panels inside. Okay, I gotta sew this to this, which is gonna be a pain in the butt, and then I gotta do with the bigger one too. So I guess I'm gonna take some black thread and try to sew it between this edge here and this little black point right here, and try to go back and forth semi-neatly where you won't notice it. So let's get into it. This is infuriating to do on camera, so I'll get back to you when it's sewed on. I was just crocheting the hinges, and my husband told me I got a package. I got my order from Bead Tin, which I'm so excited for. Because on the last pencil case video, I was looking for mini pony beads, basically. And I found a colorway of them at Walmart, and I looked up the colorway, and it brought me to Bead Tin, even though I don't think they were affiliated, but they had a similar colorway, so I think that's why it showed up. But obviously not sponsored. I'm just like really happy with my order, so I figured I'd tell you, if you're looking for these kind of things, go to Bead Tin. And I picked up a couple different bags, basically. And very happy with my order. So if you're looking for mini barrel pony beads, Bead Tin, or regular pony beads, or a lot of different kind of craft beads, definitely check them out. Again, not sponsored, just very happy with my order. Okay, we're in the home stretch. I got the little hinge for the top just sewn on. So we got our zipper sewn on, the lid sewn on, and I just need to sew on this bottom, and then we'll do the little embellishments. So I'll get to that. It is very infuriating trying to film me sewing because I need to move it around so much, so we'll just get her done. Hello! Okay, it took about a week and a half. It shouldn't have taken that long. But the base is completed, and I'm gonna add a little thingy to hold it up with my new beads that I got. Hello, Trinity. So, yeah, let's get into that. Hello. Hello, my booger. Boop. Boop the booger. Yes. Yes, I'm your mother. Hello. Okay, I got the general idea of what I'm going for, so let's get her done. Okay, I'm recording this retrospective part on Thursday. This should be coming out tomorrow. That's how long this project took. It blew all of my extra backlog that I had, which was like a video, but still. I definitely should have chose a different stitch because I regret how long this took, but I do, in fact, love the product. So, other than the stitches that I chose and how long it took, I don't really regret anything on this project. I actually really like this. This is probably the first one that I'm actually like, oh my god, this is one of the best things that I've made. So, yeah. I know it was already a long video, but please like, comment, and subscribe. As you know, it always helps out. And I'll see y'all next time. What are you doing, Mr. Enzo? You're just a baby. Nah. Such a cutie booty. What are you doing? What are you doing? Such a baby. I love you, little psycho. Rrr.